Hello and welcome back to Grace.Filled. I'm so excited to be back with you guys for another video. I get to sit down and talk to you. So my sweet friend Lisa, I know I'm always talking about her because I love her so much. She does something on her channel called Homeschool Diaries, and essentially it's where she kind of recaps her week and she kind of just talks about what's going on. And so I share with you guys in my previous videos and all last year and the year before that I was going to do more updating you guys and talking to you guys. I've been failing. So I'm going to try to see if I can sneak in some Grace.Filled Homeschool Diaries in here and just update you guys. So this is not going to be this perfectly polished video. This is not what you're gonna get. I'm sitting here to talk to you for a minute, and then I'm gonna share with you just little bits and clips just throughout the entire week, here and there, no rhyme, no reason, so that I can just sit and chat and share with you all the things that are happening, because I want to document this first week of school. I want to talk to you guys about so much in this video, from the struggles to the wins to how I got a good start to what's going on, what I'm thinking, what's going on in my mind, some things I have to do. And I want to just share with you a few clips. Oh, I recorded some of them in the wrong format, so I would have had like this full beautiful video that I intended, and because the way that my phone was being wonky, it didn't even record right. And that's okay. So I'm going to just bring you in right here, and we're going to just sit down and talk about it. And then I am going to show you what we actually ate for the week. So this is like a first week of school vlog. So I'm talking to you, sharing with you some of the week, whatever I can salvage from the clips, and I am sharing with you our lunch. So if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. My name is Christy, and this is my 11th year homeschooling. I homeschool my 7th, my 5th, my 3rd, and my 1st grader, but I also have a 10th grader, and I'm going to show you what he bought me for my birthday, because you guys know my birthday was this month. And he purchased this shirt for me when we were camping, and it says "Nature is my home," and it was just so amazing to me. It just made me smile and just did my heart so well. And so even though this is a homeschool vlog, a homeschool diaries, I want to start with him, because even though he's not in a homeschool, I realize sometimes he does watch my videos, and I don't want him to feel like he's excluded because he's not in the homeschool, because he is doing phenomenal, and I'm so proud of him. And if you're watching this, I love you so much, baby. I absolutely do. So this is his 10th grade year. He is taking honors classes, and he's pretty much hit the honor roll since he has transitioned from from homeschool all of his life to going to public school. He's pretty much maintained that honor roll, honors classes, and I'm so proud of him. And this year he's also playing football. He worked hard at the camps and made the sacrifices that he needed to make, and he is doing so well, and I am super proud of him. So let's talk about my 7th grader, my 5th grader, my 3rd grader, and my 1st grader. They are doing good. This was a great first week of school. It was great. I will say this is probably one of the best weeks of school that we have had so far, and this is my 11th year homeschooling. I will say this is like the first year where I'm almost fully present with them, though. Before, for 8 years, I was working and homeschooling, so it was so much on me. And of course, I can't just let things be now. I picked up a full-time college student, but I'm in my junior year, so I'm close to the end of junior year in my psychology classes, and I ended my first semester with a 4.0, so praise God for that. And now I'm headed back into my 2nd semester. So I ended school, I had a 1-week break, and then I started back school again the same day that they started school. So it was their first week of school, my first week of school, so a lot of adjustments. But let me tell you what we did that week before school started back. So I know when we think about homeschool, we think about academics and books and halls and all these other things. But let's start with the home and the foundation. So one of the things that we did to make sure that we were ready for this back to school was we did a clean of the house. And something else that we did was went ahead and took majority of the clothes that were down at the bottom and kind of moved them up a little bit so that they had a row that was just their school uniforms, because my children wear uniforms. And I was able to thrift them all, and I'll see if I can insert a video showing that haul that I did. But what this does is it eliminates the chaos of what do I wear and picking out the clothes and all these things, because everything's literally, you just grab it and go, and it's already ready for you, and it really just makes the morning so much easier. So this first week of school, something that we really worked hard on was being in bed on time and waking up on time. I was not as strict enforcing the bedtime. I told you, if you didn't go, that was on you, because you still got to wake up the next day. And so what I wanted that to do was get in your mind, I need to really be in bed on time, because I've got to get up, and if I don't get in bed on time, I'm going to have a hard time waking up in the morning. So I did that for a full week, making sure they were up at their appropriate times, and I think that really helped us get in shape and get in gear leading up to this first week of school. So we had our wake up and our bedtimes a week ahead of time to just get ease into that routine. We already had our clothes ready for us. They shower at night, so now in the morning they are able to just focus on giving their animals food and water. We have goats, Cupcake and Ladybug. I need to make sure you guys are seeing them in the videos. So probably not in this video, but I'll start. Cupcake and Ladybug are our Nubian goats. And then we have chickens, and then we have cats. So everybody is taking care of some animal. And so once they take care of the animals, we go ahead and have breakfast, and then we just head right over to the homeschool shed. If you haven't seen that video, I did get it up finally, so you can see where we have been doing our school at. So that's kind of how we eased into it, and how I prepared myself, especially with just having that 1 week of ending school, starting school, and just having to get so much done in between. So let's talk about the struggles. So one of the struggles that I noticed is that I was not getting to history at the times I was supposed to get to, and history kept being skipped. And so I noticed this, I wrote it down, I took note of it, and we were able to just end up getting it all done, and that worked out fine. But I had to make some adjustments for that. But also, I kept noticing that I was getting hungry. I was like, man, I'm hungry. And the kids were like, Mom, I'm hungry. And I'm like, it's not time to eat. Let's focus, and then we'll have lunchtime. But internally, I was like, shoot, I'm hungry too. So I was like, okay, the schedule works for us. We don't work for the schedule, okay? So let's tell you something. So I was like, okay, so I need to redo my schedule, and that's why I didn't share my schedule with you guys yet. I wanted to make sure that everything's where it was supposed to be. And I was very clear to make sure I gave myself extra time, because something that we like to do here, and I guess we're just going to move right into our wins, is we play games. You know, I've been doing that since I've started. I think I have some videos where I share what's on my math shelf, game shelf, like science games. I have just all the different games and all the different resources that I've been using, and there's pretty much no change. We're kind of using the same things, and actually some things that I had bought before that I couldn't use because all my children were old enough, we're using even more now, and so that's phenomenal. So for example, I give us an hour for math, but we typically don't ever use the hour for math, so we have time that we're able to go to the game shelf, and we're able to pull games, either that we all play together, or the bigger group and the smaller group play together. And so that is such a great time. It's such a great time for siblings to bond, to share, to just learn and grow together and just have fun. It is so much fun, and it is absolutely phenomenal. Another win has been our reading time. Listen, that reading time has been phenomenal. I don't know what made me I don't know what took me so long to do this. It has been amazing, and I am seeing children who were kind of like, just falling in love with reading and falling in love with literature and being engrossed in a story. And even though they won't say like, oh, I like, they're just like, oh, it's okay. But I can tell because what I did, for example, this is my book I just finished. For those of you who do not know, I do have a booktube channel, and it's Grace.Filled Reads, where I share all of my books. And this was such a life-changing book. So even though I didn't intend on saying this, if you have not read this, it's not for everybody, but it's a good book. And if I could just say one word from this book, it's pray. Pray, 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 pray. Pray for your homeschool, for your children, for your family. Just pray. It is so, so, so critical, so crucial, so important. And it means more than you know. So the hour is just phenomenal. So I figured out how many pages are in each book. And then I figured out, okay, how many days are we reading this per month? And that told me how many pages roughly we need to be reading per day. And so I wrote that down, and I gave it to my 7th grader, who's more of my reluctant reader. And let me tell you, he has blown me away. He gets the MVP. He gets the most improved. He gets all the superlatives. Like, he is shining bright. He's like the star right now. Just kidding. I can dance, but you know. He gets all the awards. I'm so proud of him. Yes, 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 yes. He's gonna totally finish this book up probably 2 weeks early even. So he has a partner, and for this first read, and they are gonna both read individually and then talk about it together. And we're gonna see how that goes. And if it doesn't go so well, then I might post ahead of time the book he's going to read for next month, and see if any of you guys are reading that for your children, so that he can read with them. Or we don't know what God's going to do, so we'll just wait and we'll see how things go with that. But the more the merrier. Like, I'm totally fine with that, and I am just so excited to see him excel and grow and turn his weakness into a strength. I am seeing him grow by leaps and bounds, and it is so amazing. It's like, you know, I feel like I have been sowing seeds for so long. It's my 11th year homeschooling. I have helped so many people start homeschooling. I've helped so many people not quit homeschooling. I've encouraged so many people, and then there have been times where I have felt discouraged my own self. Like, I can help everybody else, but why am I having the struggles with my own children? Like, why? Like, what's going on here? Like, what's really going on? And, you know, I can help everybody else, but why my children not doing that? Or why, you know, this and that and this and this? And so we won't get into it. But I had to tell myself, each child is different. Each child grows and learns at their own rate, and we cannot judge one based upon the other. What we can do is just love them all and let them shine in their own time when they're ready. And that's what I have been doing. And I tell you, this is the year I feel like I'm reaping my harvest. I feel like I've sown all these seeds. I've prayed, I've cried, I've trusted, and now I feel like I'm seeing the fruits. I'm seeing the increase. I am so excited. I am so proud. I spent like every penny I own, and then spent some on my credit card, I ain't even gonna lie, to get these books, and it was worth every single penny, because my children have just truly risen to the occasion. I have seen them bloom, blossom, grow, and it is so amazing. And we're not even gonna talk about Eli, because he just read 3 novels this weekend. They were my novels, and he read them all. And I mean, I can't keep the kid with books. I can't keep him. So if any of his aunties and aunts out there in the YouTube land would like to send your nephew some books, my Amazon wish list is always linked in the comments. And you know, he might like to see some love from his auntie and uncles. Okay, So those are our wins, but even so, like I said, the bonding that I'm seeing, we have always struggled a little bit with certain children bonding a little more with each other and certain children bonding a little bit more with each other. And everybody can't understand or relate to that, but if you've got 5 kids, you know there's always that one that gives everybody a run for their money. And we're not going to say no names because we're just not going to do that. But I've certainly had that. I've had that experience. I had that experience, and I feel like the way that I've scheduled our day, the extra focus and attention, all the things that I have done to bring this year to life and to meet the needs of each person, I feel like has yielded me such an amazing result, and I'm super happy about that. Okay, so let's talk about what I need to do. So one thing I need to work on is I just need to edit my schedule. So I have this schedule and pretty much every single thing worked out, except I need to move around the lunch times. And I know I said I was gonna bring you guys along, but I need to work on like prepping for that year of tails, and also make sure that I'm prepping for the science experiments, because I don't want it to be like last year where I didn't get to all the experiments because I wasn't prepared. Because y'all don't know nothing about that, because it's just me, right? And so the way I am, I sometimes say, oh, but rest. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand. If I get it all done, I can be chill and I don't have to worry, because if I don't get it all done, it's probably not going to happen. So that's my personality. It's like, just do it and do it all and then not worry. So I have to remind myself, prep for this week. And I'm hoping that I can have the time that maybe I can just prep for the next couple of months and just make that easier for myself. So I had a whole clips of how the week was going, just little snippets, just such a beautiful video of just where they didn't know that I was filming because I was sneaking, or maybe that they did, and I just took the time and just made this really beautiful. But then I realized the way that my phone was positioned, it was in the wrong orientation. So I am going to go through there and just see what is available, what is salvageable. There may be like a minute that works, it might be 2, maybe none, and I'm going to share that with you guys. And also I'm going to just share what we ate this whole week for lunch, because one of the things going over there was to the Homeschool Shed, and if you haven't checked it out, I have a video up of that, finally sharing what I have been quiet because I have been working on along with school and all the other things. And it was just establishing and building that Homeschool Shed, adding up the insulation and drywall and mud and tape and primer and paint and organizing and setting everything up. It was so much. It was exhausting. Like, seriously, it was a lot. It really was a lot, but I feel like it paid off. I feel like it was worth it. It was so worth it, and I wouldn't trade it. But it was a lot on me, with so many things going on. It was a lot. So I'm sorry that I wasn't able to film some videos. I apologize if I let you down, because I told you I was filming something and I didn't get to it yet. Do me a favor, if there's a video that I told you I was going to post and I have not posted yet, please leave in the comments today, right now, like stop the video and write in what video I was supposed to be making, what video I have not made yet, so that I can get to it. It may have been that I filmed it and I haven't been able to edit it and update it. It might have been that it's on my queue to film. It could be that I totally forgot. Just let me know so that I can remember to get it done. And that's going to just refresh my memory. I write all these videos down, all these things that I want to do, and I don't always get to them and do it. And I just want to apologize to you and let you know that I apologize if I haven't got to get to your video. You're still important to me. I still love you. I still appreciate you being here. And it's something that I truly want to work on and make sure that when I say something, I'm honoring my word. If I said I'm going to make that video, even if it was a year ago, like, I want to do it because I want to honor the word that I give to you, because it's important to me. So in going over to the outside, one of the things that I have been doing is making us lunches every day. Before, that was not a big issue with homeschool, but over the years, what I've noticed is two things. One, lunch, we would make the lunch, and then like afterwards, everybody would kind of just die off and kind of, it just, after lunch wasn't as productive as I wanted it to be, as I thought that it should be, one. And then two, the next thing was we have lunch and now we've got to do the dishes and we've got to sweep the floor and we got to wipe the counters and we got to do all the cleanup and stuff. And so that just, it was just a lot. It just took up a lot of time. It took up a lot of energy. It kind of put us behind schedule sometimes. And I just didn't like that. So this year is we're taking our lunches every single day over, and that's been working out so well. As soon as the day is over teaching, I come right in and I start right on lunch and dinner right away. That way lunch is ready for the next day, dinner is ready for that day, and that just seems to be the best system that I've figured out so far. And so it has really helped with that cooking during the lunchtime, the extra energy that it takes, and all that to clean up and the time. And so I feel like this is better. In some ways, I kind of feel like it's a little bit of an extra step and a little bit of extra work, but it's working for us. And I just wanted to share with you the meals that we've had for this week. So I'm going to stop talking now, and I'm going to see what footage I have so that you can peek inside of our week. And then I'm going to come and share with you all that we ate this week. And I'm going to close out the diaries there because I just wanted to share how thankful I am that our first week has went off to such a great start. I'm so proud of my students. I'm so proud of my kids. I am so proud of how they have stepped up, how they're doing all the things and then some. I love how they're working together. I love how they're exploring new things. I love how excited they are. I just am so happy about this year. I'm so happy. My word of the year, my intentions, my goal of the year, to the homeschool shed, to the book year, to all these things that I've been working on and doing. I'm super happy to all see it come to fruition and be exactly what I wanted, exactly what I was expecting, and exactly what I was needing. Okay, so we started off the first day with some fruit and some sandwiches. We also had some carrots and some hummus. The trays are just slightly different. I have a child that's vegan, the rest are vegetarian, and so there's a couple differences for each one. And then of course I had a little something for myself. So here I am just making that morning walk to the homeschool shed, and inside we begin our day. And like I said, a lot of the footage was messed up, but I'm still going to show you some of the day and just share with you as much as I could salvage. So we had an old crate here. Sometimes when I get these subscriptions and things, I don't always use them right away. Like I keep them, and then like for a special occasion like this, no one's expecting it, no one's looking for it, and I'm like, here you go guys. And they're like, yes, it was a perfect little surprise for the first day. So now we are back, and as soon as I get back from the classroom, immediately I just empty the lunch boxes and I just go ahead and get the lunches ready for the next day and then start on dinner. That way, after dinner, I can just relax for a minute before I start on my classwork. So I just share with you what they had left over from the first day. And this is the second day. We've got peanut butter balls and mangoes, grapes, crackers, some carrots, and quinoa salad. And so we are doing a year of tails. And so the kids are just doing the anatomy of a rabbit. This is a board that I've set up for it. It's nothing spectacular, but it just helps me stay organized because I'm doing the both the younger and older versions of this together. And so we were making masks, coloring Peter Rabbit. We had one not Peter Rabbit, but a rabbit. We had one rabbit that was already done for us. And I went ahead and I surprised the kids with these little honeybee little mini rabbits. We've had those for years, and I just wanted to get some more that were just specifically for the homeschool room, or homeschool shed, homeschool space, whatever, so that they could have that when they were over there and have something special just for them. So that was our bigger boys doing the science together. And this is just an open invitation that I set up for the kids. It's one in which they can play with all of the manipulatives, all the pieces, just really hands-on. And it's just like a make-believe sensory area. And so typically I always have a couple stations set up over here on this side of the room. It normally involves spelling or math. And speaking of games, here's our game Boggle. My daughter got her first Happy Mail. Well, not her first Happy Mail, but she got some Happy Mail and she was so excited. The boys were working on fractions and reading, and we're just seeing what was left from this day's lunch. The first lunch box was Papa's, and he eats his lunch every single day. Like, he takes joy in it all the time. For whatever the reason, Eli's not really feeling grapes lately. So I took note of that. But since I bought them and they were expensive because they were organic, we're going to eat those. But I just took note that he hasn't been feeling grapes. And that's interesting for him because he's the one who loves fruit the most. So maybe these were just not the best. So we had a few carrots left over. You see, I ate all of my quinoa salad. Yeah. So now we have some quesadillas, and we have some watermelon and some pretzels, peanut butter balls, vegan jerky, and some mandarin oranges. The kids really like this lunch. And here I am just going over some devotion with them. Each day throughout this week, I was just doing little parts so you could just see it all as a whole. This right here is The Good and the Beautiful. Papa's reading his book. Now the bigger boys are working on their Good and Beautiful, and here I am working with the little two on their science. And this is the Evans Moore workbook that I did a review on during the last school year, and so that is what we are using a lot more of this year. So I'm really excited about that. The kids really enjoy this book. Like, it's so simple, but it really is entertaining and engaging. And you'll see later on, I think those footage came through of the extra books that I paired with this that I took from our reading basket, and how we really brought this to life. Oh, I don't think I inserted a picture of the aisle, but the kids also drew pictures of the aisles. So it's like, when you have these workbooks, like we added a reading book, they drew pictures, wrote a little summary. You really can bring these books to life. And so I don't ever want you to despise not having what others have, because even if you do, for example, I have, some of the other well-known and nice names of books and things, but my children love this. And so I just want you to be encouraged. Whatever you have, whatever you're doing, like, be encouraged with it, seriously, because it's not about what you have. It's never about what you have, but it's about what you do, what you have. And you can honestly do a lot with a little. And I've been saying that for a while because obviously it's true and I believe it. And so I hope that that is the message that I send to you guys. And just answering one question I got, it's like, why don't I do a bunch of hauls? One, because I'm not buying a bunch of stuff. I don't have it like that. But two, because I want to encourage you to use what you have on this channel and not encourage you to always buy. So here it's the spelling, and then here up top is just kind of like what the schedule is. We have our scriptures and our character trait that we're working on. And so that's really cool. It's nice to just have it up there where I can see it. I have two of these boards. One is for the bigger kids, one is for the smaller kids, and that works really well for us. Of course, we still have our Explore Natures with Children, and I think we'll be doing this until we know everything inside and out. And also we have Sing a Song of the Seasons, a nature poem for each day of the year. And so if I miss a day, it's totally fine. But I really aim to do devotion, our poetry, and our Explore Natures with Children every day. I mean, there's some days that it doesn't work. I also have warm-ups. We have math warm-ups. We also have English warm-ups. And then we have games that we play before we start our lessons or after we do the lessons. It's fine either way. I don't really mind. And actually, speaking of games, here's one of the games here. I think this game is the money bag game. And so typically everyone just gathers around and plays, and they start as soon as they're done with their work. And so this is just really, oh my goodness, been an amazing thing. And I cannot help but insert this funny footage because I was just like, what in the world? Guys, there is never a dull moment here. Like, seriously. And I am here for all of it. I am so thankful and so grateful. Despite the different things that happen in life, I know that I'm blessed. Despite the challenges that I face, because we all face them, I am blessed, and that sunshine definitely outweighs the rain, and we need the rain to grow and to live too. So here is just the lunches that we have for that particular day. Looks like I had more footage for that day than the other days, and everybody seemed to enjoy that lunch. And so now we have a salad with ginger snaps and trail mix with chocolates and vegan tenders, and we have some more watermelon, and everybody liked this lunch as well. And I had a couple dressings that the kids could choose from, and so basically it was like a chicken salad sandwich, and I thought that was a really good lunch too. And the whole idea is just that we're not eating peanut butter and jelly every day, because one, I didn't grow up on peanut butter and jelly, and honestly I don't even like peanut butter and jelly like that. And so we save that for like a rare event when we just need a meal and we're just kind of struggling, or if I'm out and about running errands, they eat a peanut butter and jelly or cereal. Like, that is our fast food. I know it sounds funny, but when you live like 20 something minutes from the nearest food place, you have to learn a few tricks. And so for me, having a box of cereal that could be our fast food, or having peanut butter and jelly that could be our fast food, has been a lifesaver. So we are back with our science book. Here are some more books that we have been doing with it. We have this big basket here that everybody chooses from, and then everybody has their personal books. Like I've said already, I've already shared, and or I'm gonna be sharing this upcoming week all of the books that everybody's reading. But my heart is full. It was such a great week. It really was. And I mean, I think that everything worked the way that I wanted it to work. And so for that, I give y'all thanks. So here we have the bigger ones and the little ones working on spelling. I've already shared in previous videos how we do that, how we just make it hands-on with the rainbow words and with just all the things, with the chalkboards, just really making it fun so that the kids can learn and they can remember. And so here we are getting into a little bit of history and back to share what the lunches look like. And this was another good day. You guys get to see those mats in use that I grabbed from Walmart. They do have two sides, so I do like that about it. I also wanted to point out that Dollar Tree has mats that are nice for $1.25, but if you live by Dollar General, they have them for $1. So this was, I think, the last day, and so they had jerky, they had some brownie walnut bite cookies, some grapes, they had some blueberries, some watermelons, and some more carrots. And my son Eli made these cookies, and they were delicious. Guys, I'm never out of words, but I'm so out of time. I appreciate you loving on me and my family, watching this video. Let me know, do you want more chatty videos with me, or do you like it when I isolate and I just do one thing at a time, or do you like it when I just come and just share it all? Like, sit down, girl. Have your tea, your coffee, your water. Make sure you hydrate yourself. Get your notebook out, and while I'm talking, make some notes. Make notes of something I said that can encourage, motivate, and inspire you. Make your list of like, oh, you know what, now that she says that, well, wait, let me assess my own life, let me examine myself. Let me examine my homeschool. Like, do it. Totally do it, because I'm here for you. I'm rooting you on. I believe in you. I'm encouraging you, and I want you to win, because I know that you're a winner. I know that you're on the winning team. I know that you have what it takes. And I'm just here to let you know that I'm praying for you, and that I love you and I appreciate you. So thank you so much for being phenomenal. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss more videos like this. I know that not everybody homeschools that follow me, but I'm trying to create a good mix of all the things so everyone can feel like they're included. But just because my title even says homeschool in some of the videos, I think that if you click on some of those, I think that they still can be helpful and applicable to your life. Until the next video, you can do a lot with a little and blessings.